In this video, we're going to take a look at some of the most unbelievable encounters between giant animals that have been recorded in the wild. From giant sea monsters that are huge in size to mythical beasts that are believed to walk in the woods, we'll investigate the facts real and fake, and get to the bottom of myth and reality. Can these creatures be real, or are they mere fantasies of wild minds? Let's find out the truth about these giant enigmas. Throughout several centuries, there has been an ongoing and fascinating tradition whereby humans have told tales of encountering gigantic creatures, gigantic beasts that are so astoundingly enormous and terrifying, they appear to be taken directly from ancient mythology or legendary folklore. From giant serpentine monsters rising above the horizon to enormous sea monsters dwelling in the depths, we have heard these captivating tales being retold throughout generations. But everyone's question is, are these amazing creatures actually real, or are they merely figments of the wild and vivid imaginations of those telling these tales? In the video we are presenting today, we will delve into an in-depth examination of the most renowned giant creatures ever recorded by cameras. Could it be possible that they actually exist in the wild, or is there a more logical and scientific reason for their existence? First on our list, we have the Megalodon, a massive and powerful shark that is largely considered to be the biggest predator to have ever swum on our planet. Although the Megalodon has been extinct for millions of years, there are still some people who fervently insist on having seen it swimming in the dark, unknown regions of the ocean. Indeed, there are many reports and sightings of huge sharks that fit the vivid description of the Megalodon, which trigger speculation and interest in the possibility of its existence. But is it possible that these amazing creatures still live in our oceans today? Although to this day there has been no substantial or tangible proof discovered, the fascinating notion of a gigantic, prehistoric shark lurking silently in the dark and ominous depths of the sea is intriguing enough to keep the myth of the Megalodon alive and well. 2. The giant squid, a real-life monster. Up next, we have the incredible giant squid, a real and really remarkable living organism that has captured and stimulated the imagination of sailors and scientists alike over the centuries. Famous for its massive size and mysterious ways, the giant squid grows to lengths of up to 40 feet in length, while its huge tentacles are able to stretch out for an amazing 25 feet or more. Although it is quite uncommon to spot these large and formidable animals in the wild, they dwell in the dark, deep waters of the open ocean. Their secretive nature has assisted in the manner in which they easily could have been confused or mistaken for mythological sea monsters throughout history. 3. The bunyip. Is it an Australian folkloric mythical creature or a real animal that exists? Emerging from the rich and varied stories of Aboriginal mythology, the bunyip is a legendary creature that is said to reside in the dark swamps and peaceful billabongs of the Australian countryside. Accounts of the bunyip can range from highly varied to highly specific, but it is most typically described as a massive, aquatic monster that is famous for its ear-shattering, blood-curdling cry that rings through the wetlands. Some people believe that the myth of the bunyip may be based on real creatures, such as the powerful giant eel or the long-dead diprotodon, which used to roam the planet during prehistoric eras. Can the bunyip possibly be real in our world, or is it a mythical creature that was made and created through the tales of folklore? 4. The giant anaconda. Myth vs. reality. Green anaconda is famously recognized as one of the biggest snakes on our planet, having the remarkable capability of growing to truly gigantic sizes of up to a staggering 30 feet. Yet, it has recently caught attention through reports that sightings have been made of even bigger specimens of anacondas in their natural habitat out in the wild. And this has raised a curious question. Could it possibly be that there is some new and unknown species of gigantic snake hiding in the dense jungles of South America? Though it is extremely hard to provide a definitive answer, the notion of a massive, unknown serpent remains an interesting enigma that continues to tantalize many. 5. The Gigantopithecus. This amazing creature boasts the record of being the largest ape to have ever lived in history. Probably the most fascinating story of giant creatures is from the distant past. Gigantopithecus, an extinct genus of ape that lived as recently as 300,000 years ago, This massive primate was possibly as tall as 10 feet plus, and as weighty as 1,000 pounds plus. Some theorize that creatures like Bigfoot or the Yeti might be Gigantopithecus offspring. Is it possible that some variant or offspring of this giant ape still exists in the unexplored wilderness, managing to remain hidden in the more inaccessible and isolated parts of the world? 6. The Kraken. Is it a mythical sea monster or a real creature? The Kraken is a legendary and iconic sea monster that is reportedly found in the deep waters off the coasts of Norway and Greenland. Many descriptions of this mysterious creature typically depict it as a giant octopus or an enormous squid, a sea creature so strong that it has the ability to pull whole ships down into the water chasm below the waves. Even though it has been largely considered a myth or a product of folklore, there are some ocean experts who believe that the Kraken legend grew out of real sightings of giant squids that live in the depths of the ocean. Is it possible that the legendary Kraken might be founded on actual deep-sea creatures that researchers and scientists are yet to find or explore? 7. The Colossal Squid. The giant of the deep-sea colossal squid, a remarkable and truly gigantic creature of the dark, mysterious abyss of the great ocean, is certainly a very fascinating subject of research. Though it lacks the popularity and fame of its more well-known cousin, the giant squid, the colossal squid possesses the unimaginable trait of growing even larger, with lengths recorded up to an astonishing maximum of 46 feet. This monster of the deep is not only a remarkable specimen, but also a rare and evasive creature that is hardly ever encountered in its natural habitat. So much so that any encounter with this extraordinary creature is extremely unusual and exceptional. The enormous size and mysterious character of the colossal squid continue to make it an intriguing subject of study for marine biologists. 8. The woolly mammoth. The giant of the Ice Age. Picture yourself standing face to face with a gigantic and awe-inspiring creature that once wandered the open plains of our planet, the woolly mammoth. These magnificent creatures had the amazing ability to reach heights of up to 13 feet tall and weigh in at as much as a staggering 6,000 pounds. Although these marvelous creatures disappeared from the planet thousands of years ago, modern scientists have achieved something astounding by being able to extract DNA from incredibly well-preserved mammoth remains. This astonishing breakthrough has given rise to fascinating theories and discussions regarding the possibility of restoring them to life through advanced cloning techniques. Is it possible for the woolly mammoth to be brought back to life and live again in the future? 9. The Goliath tigerfish. The giant predator of Africa originating in the waters of Africa's mighty Congo River, the Goliath tigerfish is most famously recognized for its enormous size, along with its exceedingly aggressive and powerful jaws. This amazing creature, which grows up to 5 feet long, has razor-sharp teeth that are unbelievably powerful, which enables it to rip flesh effortlessly. In addition, reports have been made of these mighty fish becoming even larger in the deep waters of remote and inaccessible regions, which further solidifies its status as a giant of the aquatic world. Can it be that this giant predator could even be larger than we currently imagine or dream? 10. The Yeti. The mysterious and legendary giant of the Himalayan region. Then, of course, there is the Yeti, or the abominable snowman as it has been labeled. Described as a huge ape-like creature, the Yeti is purported to live in the frozen mountains of the Himalayas. Although no conclusive evidence has surfaced, residents and expeditions have attested to catching sight of the creature. Is it possible for the Yeti to exist as a real creature on Earth? Or is it something formed from myth and legend? Conclusion: from the dark depths of oceans where sea monsters dwell to the lofty realms of jungles where giant apes inhabit, the intriguing question still remains: are these colossal creatures really real, or are they mere myths and legends told and retold from generations? While it is a fact that some of these miraculous beings, like the elusive giant squid and fearsome Goliath tigerfish, really do exist in our world, there are some which may only continue to thrive in the realms of myth and enigma. What is your take on this interesting subject matter? Are there really giant monsters out there, patiently waiting to be discovered and introduced to the world? Or are they mere products of our own fertile imagination? We want to hear from you. Submit your answers and reactions with us in the comments section below. We'll see you in our next videos. Goodbye for now.